Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Formula Costco. We are here in Hungary for race number 6 of 12. At the conclusion of tonight's race, we will be halfway through season number 5. And qualifying is underway. As multiple cars are on track already. Rowdy and Honey Badger making back-to-back starts. Honey Badger almost won last week in his debut. Going to be looking to get it done tonight. He will be the first driver to post a flying lap. And oh my, Logan with a 5-place grid penalty for collision with James, it looks like, and he has wing damage. And we'll have to come back around to start his lap again. Jake also on the clock. Have 12 drivers here tonight, notably missing Joey, who is in the championship fight, on vacation. And that'll also hurt DeMeo as Alpine fights for the Constructors' Championship. They do have a sizable lead at the moment, so. And a Badger through sector number 2. Going to go on board with the Haas driver here. As he comes through the final corner, need to be the first one to set a time. And it will be a 1:15.3 for Honey Badger and the Haas. Jake right behind him. Let's see what he can put down. It'll be a 1:17.1 for the RB. Colin enters is next up. He was very confident going into this race tonight. Feels like he can get back on track and get back into this title fight. And he will post a 1:18.7 on the intermediate tires. As there goes JB Smoove to start his first lap. JB Smoove making his Formula Costco debut tonight. He goes very deep into turn 1, locks him up big time. And that will be his lap done. Gonna have to re-rack and go again. Rowdy quickly following behind James here. They're both gonna get to the line about the same time. James first 1:20.6. Rowdy 1:15.614. Just a few tenths off his teammate, and it is a Haas 1-2 so far. Logan got his wing changed, is back out on track now. JB Smoove gonna re-rack and go again after missing turn 1 that last time by. Have 12 so far. Should be getting NASCAR fan and Josh in here. Possibly BB and Potato. As we'll see the end of JB's lap here. Actually, no, wait, he's on a re-rack lap. So no one on a flyer right now except for Logan, who is just starting his. JB Smith behind him going to do the same. And pretty rough turn 1 there for the RB. Hungary, a very technical track. Gotta hit your mark, so you're gonna be in big trouble. And also gotta avoid those curbs. It will slow you down. It will slow you down in a big way. just the one DRS zone down the front straightaway, which will allow for more spaced out racing, I would say. Sitting on board with Logan as he goes into Sector 3. Just a couple of corners to go. Remember, he does have that 5-plate grid penalty to contend with. But for now, he will go to third with a 1:16.5. Nice lap for Logan. Back to JB Smoove now, who is going to come into pit road. So Banjo and Slurp are now on track for the first time. But besides that, the track is empty. "11 minutes left in the session. If we go back to last week at Portugal, Slurp lost to DeMeo in that photo finish by just 9/100ths of a second. And that would allow DeMeo to extend his championship lead in a crazy race at Portugal. The races this season have been great. And see if that continues tonight in Hungary. As we watch Banjo, both the Haas drivers are both on track now as well. Oh, Josh is in now. As the track getting pretty busy once again. Banjo is through Sector 2 looking like a pretty tidy lap for the Williams so far. Banjo looking to rebound after a couple of struggling weeks. Banjo will come through the final corner to see what kind of time he can put down. 1:16.1 for him. Slurp goes to P1 with a 1:15.205. And the driver that is second place in the championship goes to provisional pole. Perhaps looking at this race as an opportunity to gain big points on DeMeo. As Josh goes into turn 1. Slurp on to pole by a 10th and some change. Logan is back out on track. And both the Haas drivers are also on flyers right now, so they will have an opportunity to get their front row back. Both of them are improving. Oh, a moment there for Rowdy as he got off the track and had to swerve to get back on the racing line. And Rowdy will come through the final corner. Let's see if he can improve on his 1:15.6 and 1:15.5. He improves marginally. Keeps him in third. Honey Badger coming out of the final corner now. Looking to improve, and looks like he will by a big margin. 1:14.714, 6/10ths of improvement from the Haas. Puts him back onto pole. Slurp had pole for all of about a minute and a half. Honey Badger now takes it back away As Cheesy Man DeMayo are on track for the first time. JB back out for his first real lap. Cole back out for his first real lap as well. His first one was on intermediate. So with 7 minutes to go, the track is once again busy. Cheesy Man, Leafy, DeMayo, the drivers yet to set times. Cole going to start a lap here. As Logan is off the track in Sector 3. I believe Josh is on a lap. I'm not sure who else. Cole just starting his. He's in Sector 1. Josh coming through Sector 3 now. DeMayo and Cheesy both just started laps. And I believe Logan did as well. So Josh had a 1:18.8 previously. Will be looking to improve on that, and he will by about 0.3, 1:18.5. Moves him ahead of Cole up to 7th place. This is JB coming through Sector 3. Didn't get a actual lap last time, but this one is looking pretty solid. 1:17 flat will put him up to 6th place. Nice lap for JB in his debut. Cole now through the final corner. He said this track would be good for him to get back in the championship fight. Let's see what he can do here in qualifying. 1:14.9 puts him to P2. So Cole coming through on his word. He is on the front row with 5 minutes left in qualifying. Scroll through to see who else is on laps. DeMayo and Cheesy Man right close together. DeMayo going to be the first one of the line. The championship leader, last week's winner. Where can he put his Alpine? 1:15.6, he will do a 5th. Cheesy Man ahead of him in 4th. 1:15.2 for Cheesy Man, 1:15.6 for DeMayo. They split Rowdy. So DeMayo will actually fall to P6. Josh back in. I believe that's everyone that's on a lap right now. And everyone will have 4 minutes to re-rack and go again. There is a NASCAR fan in the lobby. Good to see. James back out for his second lap. 1:20.6, the slowest of the drivers that have set time so far. Leafy still yet to set one. Rowdy is back out on track now. So James and Rowdy, the only drivers on track with just 3 minutes remaining. And James will not finish his lap and come into the pits, so Rowdy has the track all to himself for the moment, but is about to get very busy as you see Slurp. That's, I think, Leafy coming out. Nope, that's Josh. And Cheesy Man all out onto the track as everyone will now be getting in their final runs right now. Rowdy probably made a good move getting on track early. But he's going to have a lot of traffic to deal with as these guys exit the pits probably. You see Cole, Slurp, Rowdy, DeMayo, Banjo, Josh, NASCAR fan all on outlaps. Rowdy now on a flying lap as we go under 2 minutes left. This will be his last shot at it. Needs about 8/10 of improvement to knock his teammate off of pole. As now pretty much the entire field on track. Luckily, no issues with traffic so far, looks like, for everybody. Let's hope everyone gets back to the line in time to start their laps. Rowdy being closely followed and looks like he's backing out of this lap. So did have some trouble with traffic because you see how busy the track is. Everyone except for Leafy on the track right now. All right, the grid could potentially flip upside down here. Under a minute left. Cole the first one to be on the clock. DeMayo close behind him. Then you have the two Haas's coming through the final corner. And lots of other drivers. Oh, Joey's here. Well, hopefully he can get in time. I did not expect him to be here. "15 seconds left. Cole looking pretty good so far. He needs about 2/10 to take pole away. Let's see the margin as he goes into Sector 3. He's marginally improving. Going to need a good Sector 3 if he wants to pull it off. Everyone now on flying laps for the most part. Cole going to be the first one to the line with a shot at pole. And Joey did get in time. As Cole to the line, can he do it? No, he barely improves, stays in third. DeMayo will be next. He improves by about half a second to go to fourth place. Nice lap from DeMayo. Let's see if he holds on to that top 5 spot. The two Haas's will come through next. It'll be Rowdy, then Honey Badger. Rowdy back out of the first lap. Let's see if he can improve on this one. And 1:15 flat puts him to P4. Honey Badger, can he improve on his pole time? Yes, he can by about a 10th. 1:14.65. OP Cheesy Man, 1:14.9 for him, puts him up to P4. Everyone coming through. Still some drivers to set times. Banjo, 8th. Can anyone knock Honey Badger off a pole? Looks like it's going to come down to Slurp. And he has backed out. So Honey Badger will be on pole tonight. His first career pole and his second start. And, oh, Slurp slides it through the grass. And that'll be it. All right, so one more final look at your grid. Honey Badger beats Slurp by about 10th and a half. Cole, but another I'm sorry, another half-tenth back. Then Cheesy Man gets 4th. Rowdy 5th. DeMayo 6th. Logan has that 5 minutes grid penalty, so he will start P12, but he did qualify 7th. Banjo JB Smooth in his first start gets 9th. Jake top 10, and then I believe it was Josh, James, Joey, and Leafy. Now we will get ready to race here in Hungary. Our biggest grid in a while. Let's see how it goes. Looks like overcast weather, I believe. All right. All right, Honey Badger Slurp, your front row. Honey Badger on the pole in his second start. After coming up just short last week, he will lead them to green and what in the world? Lap 2 already? That must be a glitch. Honey Badger and Slurp side by side into turn 1. Honey Badger able to outbrake him and take the spot away. Side by side for third between Slurp and Cole for a minute. Cole has to fend off Cheesy Man as well. Everyone is ghosted for some reason as the field flies through sector number 1, and it somehow says DeMayo's in the lead even though he's in... There we go. There, all right, it fixed itself, thankfully. All right. So DeMayo was in the lead, he was in 7th. Honey Badger leads the way. Top 4 still the same. Banjo up 2 spots from the start. Rowdy and DeMayo down 1 each. Josh up 2 spots. NASCAR fan down 2 spots from his 10th place spot. James down 2. Joey and Leafy up 1. Joey has some work to do, but he was at least able to get into the race, which he is very thankful for. So it looks like everyone is now unghosted. As we come through, Honey Badger going to lead lap 1 over Slurp, Cole, and Cheesy Man as DRS will be activated. See the entire field there. Joey into pit road already. Does he have damage on the Alpine? Oh, no. Times are still a little bit glitchy. Let's hope that doesn't cause too much of a problem. Top 3 have broken away from Banjo in 5th, who was trying to hang on to the DRS of Cheesy Man in the P4. And I believe Joey did come in for a new front wing, so he will be on the back foot even more than he was already with missing qualifying. He's usually up at the front of these things. Joey has 4 poles this season. But we'll have to come from 15th. The field still pretty together. Probably you will see some passing as we reach the DRS down the front straightaway. And Logan and Jake going at it for 9th and 10th here. Excuse me, 10th and 11th. Josh getting by. And it'll be Cole who takes fastest lap away. Going to go up to the front here as looks like Cole going for a move on start for 2nd. Is he there? Yes, he is. To the inside goes the Mercedes. And Slurp with a run around the outside will be able to fend him off. Cheesy Man trying to hold on to these guys as DeMayo and Banjo are battling for 6th. DeMayo takes the spot away on the inside. And now we'll go to work on Rowdy. On board with the championship leader. And oh, he makes a mistake and gets in the grass, hits the sign there. Not a good set of corners for DeMayo. DeMayo has an 8-point lead on Slurp coming into this race. Cole is 35 back. Then Banjo's another 12 back, Joey another 3 back after that. That is your top 5 of the championship coming into this race. Slurp would gain a significant amount on DeMayo if this finishes the way it is right now. Still 32 laps to go, though. Slurp activating the DRS. Cole might have another go at him here. Looks like he will. Cole sends it into turn 1. Can he get the move done this time? Oh, very close quarters on the exit. And Slurp with a run around the outside will not be able to get the move done this time. And lets off, and Cole will take 2nd place away. Josh and Logan are battling once more. Josh able to hold off the charge from the RB teammates, actually, who are both chasing him as these 3 battle it out for the last few points paying positions. Apologies, my controller died. Back into it we go. Top 4 have broken away. Rowdy just barely out of the DRS of Cheesy Man. Trying to break into it before the detection point. He will not. Cole got the move on Slurp last time. Will he go for the move on Honey Badger for the lead this time? He's closing. Will not be enough. Honey Badger led every lap so far. Cole overshoots it a little bit as DeMayo takes 5th from Rowdy. So DeMayo, after dropping 2 spots on the start, now back up to 5th. As this battle for 9th, 10th, and 11th continues, as Josh and Jake cross each other over. Oh, man. Jake all over Josh there. As he had the run, did not want to lift. Thinks better of it into that very fast left-hander. NASCAR fan following these guys through. Leafy not too far behind him. James not too far behind these guys. It'll be now DeMayo's turn to see if he can break into Cheesy Man's DRS. As this battle between Jake and Josh continues, the Yellow's around Sector 2, and that's Josh around. Josh with a problem in Sector 2. That's why the battle was continuing and is now over as Josh has a problem. Yellow's around for a second, but he's able to get it going. Will rejoin in 14th. As while that's happening, Cole to the outside for the lead. Honey Badger trying to defend on the inside. Cole gets the run around the outside. A little bit of contact between the Haas and the Mercedes. As they go into this left-hander, Cole will have the advantage, but no, Honey Badger sends it around the outside. Cole's still going to be there, going to come back on the exit. But Honey Badger holds off the hard-charging Cole for the moment. The battle for the lead is heating up. DeMayo still not able to quite close in the DRS range. He, Rowdy, and Banjo are all together about 4 seconds ahead of JB Smooth, making his first career start tonight. Logan had to go back to 12th because of that 5-place grid penalty he got in qualifying. Has rebounded to P9 so far. Cole closing once more. He is pretty close if he wants to make the move this time. Has a full battery and the DRS. What can he do? On board with him again. He has the run. Honey Badger defended low last time. He'll defend low again. Cole going to try the outside one more time. Dead even into turn 1. Honey Badger sends it in. Cole looks for the switchback. Honey Badger gets loose on the exit. Cole now to the outside of this corner. Honey Badger sends it in last time around here. Can Cole do the same? Nope, looks for the switchback though. A very good battle for the lead here. Another switchback for Cole. This is great clean racing for the lead here on lap number 7. Slurp enjoying the view, as is Cheesy Man. DeMayo and Rowdy have now broken away from Banjo. Behind them, the whole field pretty much separated by a wide margin. NASCAR fan was able to get by Jake and Leafy recently to get back up to 10th, which is where he started. He is trying to close on Logan, who's 2.3 ahead of him. .28 laps to go at the line. Oh, Cole, big moment of oversteer there. I'm not sure if he got on the curb or just got loose, but that is going to kill any chance he had of getting the move done this time by. Does Slurp have a move on him in the works? Not quite. Gonna take a look at the tires for the first time tonight. The entire grid on mediums with the exception of JB and Joey. But Joey did make that lap 1 pit stop for wing damage. So he probably switched to the hards to try to just get off strategy, which is not a bad move. He is still 14 seconds behind Josh for the first position he can take. So see a great view of the top 3 as now Cheesy Man had a problem. He drops all the way to 6th. Cheesy Man had an issue in sector number 2. He was with the front 3 now, has lost 2 spots. And now DeMeo is in the DRS of Slurp. So that's going to conjoin the entire top 7 together in one huge DRS train. I said this track was going to be spread out. I was completely wrong. Honey Badger still has led every single lap. He will do this again. Defend the inside. Cole trying the outside. Will the third time be the charm? They tire bang into turn 1. Honey Badger sends it in. Cole able to stick it around the outside. There's more contact. Cole, does he have a big enough run to clear him? Still side by side. Cole has the inside this time. Does he have enough? Oh, this contact. Honey Badger goes for a half spin. Keeps it going the right direction. It was clean until it wasn't. I don't think Honey Badger has any damage. No, they both get away cleanly. Man, that was almost bad for both of them, and Slurp almost got collected in it too. But now Cole will take the lead. First new leader we've seen tonight. But I don't imagine that either of them are very happy with what just took place. Top 5 have broken away now as Cheesy Man lost DRS off of Rowdy, which has brought Banjo back with him. Completing lap 9 of 35 now. No contest for Colton in turn 1. As now DeMeo breaks away from Rowdy. So the field potentially getting spread out here, as I believe NASCAR Fan had a problem. He's all the way behind Josh now. Yeah, he must have. As Leafy and James's AI going head-to-head here. Leafy will get that move done. Top 5 have now gapped Cheesy Man by 3 seconds in just a couple of laps. So Cheesy Man was P4 and is starting to struggle as those mediums get worn. And now Rowdy trying to keep pace with DeMeo. I'm not sure if he's in DRS or not. I don't think so. No, he's not. So the top 4 have now broken away unless Rowdy can get back in. And Cheesy Man has been struggling, will be the first one to pit, as Slurp actually took second away from Honey Badger right there on the front stretch. So now it is a Cole Slurp 1-2. We've seen that plenty of times before. And Cheesy Man on the hard tires will likely take those to the end, which will mean he has to go about 25 laps or so. He will rejoin in P12. Side by side with Josh, actually, and right in front of his teammate NASCAR Fan. Let's see if Josh gives him the spot. He does. So now Cheesy Man will have some clean track to work with, but also going to have to make some moves here if he wants to keep up that pace. So trying the undercut is the Aston Martin, who was struggling, as we noted. Let's see if it works out for him. As NASCAR Fan gets back by Josh for P13. Leafy currently in the last points paying spot. He's right behind Jake, but has a lot of company behind him. Cheesy Man flying through these guys. Gonna try to get through them as quickly as possible. Looking for a way around Leafy, and Rowdy gonna be the second one to pit. So strategy now is starting at the front. Cheesy Man pitted, and now Rowdy does the same as Cheesy Man gets by both Jake and Leafy in one corner there. Nice moves from the Aston Martin. And I believe we'll see Rowdy go onto the hard tires here as well. Yes, he does. Clean stop for the Haas boys, and he is back out. So Rowdy was just out of touch with the leaders. Let's see if this undercut works for him. He's going to come out basically side by side with Logan. Actually going to be just in front of him. Trying to get those hard tires warmed up as quick as possible. Cole still leads Slurp by about 0.8 of a second. Top 4, 6 seconds out of Banjo now. But Cheesy Man going very quickly on those hard tires. Making a lot of moves in just a couple of laps. Let's see if the leaders notice that and decide to come in, potentially before they plan to. Yellow's on Sector 2. Joey is out of the race, and that will be a safety car. Joey has crashed. He was already having a rough race as NASCAR fan goes sliding through the gravel. And that happened just before the leaders were coming around to the front stretch, and that will allow all of them to pin under safety car here. A huge development as now the entire field will get back together. That would have been what Joey needed, but he was the cause of it, and he's out. So Joey barely got into the race and will only complete 11 laps as he has crashed out. Everyone onto the hard tires as expected. JB actually started on the hards, so he will probably have to go into the mediums, that'll be a long way for those to go. He might have to make another pit stop. But safety car is out, and the entire grid will come down. Big break for guys like Josh and NASCAR fan who had issues. But that will put everyone pretty much back on an equal playing field besides Cheesy Man and Rowdy, who had come in before. They will have just a little bit older tires than the rest of the grid. As everyone exits. And we'll hopefully get going relatively quickly. The field not too spread out. Probably one more lap will do it. So the entire grid now on hards except JB, who started on the hards. He was the only driver to do that as well. So we'll see if those mediums pay dividends on the start and get him some positions. And we'll also see if Cheesy Man's older tires compared to the rest of the grid will be a factor. Because you see everyone just has one lap under safety car on there as he has 2 racing laps plus that 1 lap under safety car. And NASCAR fan is retired as well. Another guy having a rough race. And that'll be P14 for NASCAR fan. No points for him tonight. No points for Joey as well. That'll leave us with 13 runners on the safety car restart. There's NASCAR fan. You see him on the mini-map there pulling off. And he vanishes, and we should be going green this time by. Alright, so we basically done a full reset here. Everyone on the same tires, except for JB. Everyone together. The only difference is we're going in as opposed to a standing start. Safety car in this lap, it'll be Cole, Slurp, Honey Badger, DeMeo, Rowdy, Banjo, Cheesy Man, JB, Logan, Leafy, Jake, James, Josh, your running order as we go back to green with 21 laps to go. Gonna listen for Cole, see when he decides to hit the gas. Trying to catch Slurp and the other guys off guard. Not yet, not yet. There he goes. Got a little bit sideways when he did it. Didn't get the jump that I think he wanted, but still got a decent one. Slurp with the run has a chance at it into turn number 1. Will not quite get there. Cole holds the lead. Everyone pretty orderly behind them, it looks like. As no OP Cheesy Man has a problem in turn 1. He is ghosted. Stays in 7th. But overshoots this corner. That's going to allow Logan to go to the inside. But he holds him off. Pretty orderly start, except JB lost some positions. He's down to 10th. I believe he was in 6th or 7th. So those mediums did not pay off for him. As, ooh, everyone hits the brakes hard. Josh had to go wide to avoid some contact with the back of Jake there. As Cole continues to lead the entire field, still within a second of each other. JB still battling here, trying to make up for lost ground on that restart. Getting back up to 9th past Leafy. Jake now around Leafy as well. They're still going to battle on the exit end. Leafy, I believe, just lagged out of the session as DRS is enabled. Yeah, Leafy is ghosted. Shame for Leafy. He was in the points, now down to 12th. That'll leave Jake with the last points paying position at the moment, but he has company from Josh. Cole, Slurp, Honey Badger, DeMeo, Rowdy, your top 5. Banjo, Cheesy Man still with them in the DRS. They have broken 2 seconds on Logan, who is under pressure from JB. On board with the Red Bull here. JB looking for solid points in his debut. Did not have the corner he wanted there. And Logan actually lets him go, so JB will move up to 8th. That'll be a new fastest lap of the race for Cole, 1:17.4. Slurp following him, pretty orderly right now. Top 7 all still on a DRS train. As JB starts to pull away from Logan, try to get into that train. Logan has a 1.2 second lead over his teammate Jake, who is under pressure from Josh for that last points paying position. Leafy's AI now has dropped back, as has James's AI. Slurp pressuring Cole for the lead now, potentially. As DeMeo kind of losing touch with these guys. Do not want to lose DRS if you're DeMeo in the Alpine. He still will be in it. But Cheesy Man has lost it off of Banjo. And there is a fast stop for DeMeo. As Slurp will go for the lead on the inside of Cole in turn 1. He will take it away. Cole thinks about the switchback, but Slurp has the run. And that second bite of DRS that you get off of turn 1 and down to that sweeping left-hander. So Slurp leads for the first time tonight, our third leader. Oh! A little bit of a sideways moment there, it looked like. And Cole putting pressure on him as a result, trying to take that lead back away. Honey Badger, DeMeo, Rowdy all right here. As, oh, DeMeo caught the curb, had a problem there. Able to catch it, but lost some more time. Now in danger of losing the front three again. There you see Banjo just barely out of range of Rowdy. $18 complete, 17 to go in Hungary for race 6. Still no change at the front. DeMeo was able to catch back up to these guys, as was Rowdy. And Banjo has now dropped well behind these guys. So top 5 still together. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th all pretty spread out. And here's the battle for the last points between Logan, Jake, and Josh. Leafy is now back in the session and controlling his car again. He is a 2.5 off of Josh for 11th. Cole activates DRS off of turn 1. Honey Badger thought about a peek to the inside there. Josh has now passed Jake for 10th place in sector number 1. As, oh, you saw Logan get very squirrely in front of him. Now Josh has a run at him, trying to make it 2 RBs passed in 1 lap. But Josh now in a position to score some points tonight. Cole activates DRS and the battery and will fly by Slurp for the lead. Cole takes it back away. You see Slurp has basically a full battery. Cole about 40%, Honey Badger about 50, DeMeo about 90, Rowdy about 40. So some differences in the battery used, as I believe Logan had a problem. Yes, Logan is ghosted in sector number 1. And oh, you see contact in front of them between Josh and Jake, who are battling hard for 9th place. They bank tires, as I believe Logan missed turn 1. And that drops him to P11 out of the points. As Jake and Josh continue to go at it, they seem to battle every single race. As Josh misses the corner a little bit, Jake tries to go to the inside. Josh holds 9th for now, but Jake and Logan gonna look to get back by him, and now Leafy has joined the mix for this 9th place battle. You see the leaders dive into turn 1. 14 laps to go this time, by 14 more laps around Hungary. And we'll jump back on board with the Jake and Josh battle, as Jake will fly around him with DRS and take 9th away. Josh, oh, tried to send it around the outside, could not, Goes a little bit wide off the corner there. And Jake will hold him off for P9. But I imagine that spot will swap around plenty more times before this race is over. Leafy is now fully caught up to this battle, so now it's a 4-car battle for 9th. It is a checkerboard of Sauber and RB. As, oh, there's contact, and there's Josh around off the nose of Logan. And more contact as Leafy bumps Logan out of the way. And they're going to be side by side down the front stretch. Leafy with the DRS will be able to pull ahead. That was a wild sequence of events. Josh able to get it going and stay in the race. As now Leafy kind of blocks off Logan. And Logan will dive to the bottom. And, ooh, a very aggressive move. There's more contact. And Leafy crosses him over. They're still going to be side by side. And Leafy holds him off. I do not think Logan is very happy with the events that just took place between himself, Leafy, and Josh. This is a thrilling battle for the last points. My goodness. All this craziness has allowed Jake to pull away by 1.3 seconds. Leafy will begin trying to chase him down. Still all the same at the front. Leafy now closing on Jake very quickly. Will have the DRS. Gonna check back in at the front real quick. Cole still leads, Slurp by about half a second. All these 5 still together. It'll be one of these 5 that'll get the win if it stays green to the end. We've seen plenty of times that not be the case here this season. These 5, 6.7 ahead of Banjo. There's another 5 seconds back to Cheesy Man. Another 7, almost 8 back to JB. Another 4 back to this battle we've been talking about for the last few laps. Leafy has pulled away from Logan now by over a second. And Logan will have to contend with Josh for 11th. Leafy has the DRS down the straightaway. Can he make the move on Jake for 9th? I don't think he has the battery. He does not. And there's the first time penalty of the race we've seen. Took a while, but OP Cheesy Man will receive a 3-second penalty for multiple quarter cutting warnings. And with that, he's going to call it a race. Cheesy Man sends it into the wall, and I believe that's going to be a safety car. I would be shocked if it's not. And no. No safety car for, somehow no safety car for that. Cheesy Man went airborne and lost his wing, and the FAI is like, nope, keep it green. All right, so we obviously saw that was intentional, so I'm kind of happy that wasn't a safety car. So Cheesy Man got that time penalty and had enough, so he will finish 13th, which leaves us with 12 runners as we take 10 laps to go. That bumps Logan up into the points. And that'll be a battle for 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Jump back on board with Leaf. He's still trying to get around Jake. They're actually catching up to JB here for 7th place. JB is starting to struggle on those mediums. The entire rest of the grid on hard tires. We knew it was going to be a stretch for him to make it to the end. Now we're starting to see signs of that not being possible. There's still 8 laps to go. And JB, on cue, comes into the pits, will forfeit his 7th place, and put on the soft tires here. First time we've seen the softs used in the race. JB will drop down to P12, so unless we get a safety car, not going to be the debut he was looking for, as the safety car just came out at the exact wrong time for him. But perhaps he has a shot at fastest lap on those soft tires. Cole has the lead and the fastest lap right now. Actually, no, DeMeo has the fastest lap, which will help his title fight against Slurp. Remember, that gap is 8 points. Right now, Slurp would gain 18, DeMeo would gain 12, so that gap would shrink from 8 to 2, but then DeMeo has the fastest lap, so it would be 3 points. Start the party, all right. We mentioned Cole is about 30 points back of this battle. Him leading is great for his title hopes, obviously. And this battle rages on. Logan gets by Jake, and here comes Josh looking for 9th. The JB pit stop and the Cheesy Man retirement have allowed all these guys to be in the points, as opposed to battling for the last spot and one of them being left out. But now they're battling for who can get the most. Leafy is up to 7th, Logan 8th, Josh 9th, Jake 10th. It is still a Sauber RB checkerboard, 7th through 10th. Top 5 all still together. Banjo 10 seconds back of them, and then Leafy and the gang 22 seconds behind Banjo, which makes them about 32 seconds off the lead. We take 7 laps to go. 28 of 35 complete. Cole has led since the safety car restart, has led the majority of this race. We documented before how he was very excited to get to Hungary, thinks it would be another great opportunity for him to win and insert himself back into the title picture. He is showing that right now, but can he finish the deal? It's got 6.5 more laps to get it done. But really, any of these 5 can take it. Cole, Slurp, Honey Badger, and Mayo Rowdy have been together the entire race. And once we get down to the last 3-4 laps, it'll get really intense as everyone starts making moves on each other. Coming to 6 to go this time. Does anyone think it's time for a move now? Slurp is about 2/10 back of Cole for the lead. He's using battery. Does he make the move? He's got the run. To the inside he will go. Slurp looking for the lead. And Cole will start to contest it, and Slurp will take it away. So we have a lead change on lap number 30 of 35. Slurp retaking the lead. Cole has had it for a while, but now it belongs to Ferrari. Cole now trying to defend Honey Badger, who is looking for second. DeMeo just behind him, and Rowdy just behind him. It's two Haas's, a Ferrari, a Mercedes, and an Alpine for the win here in Hungary. Meanwhile, JB, after making that pit stop, is slowly catching the back of the field. Going to be a long shot for him to get some points. He's still about 9 seconds behind Jake, but he could get there on those soft tires. 5 laps to go this time by. Slurp, I think, has too big of a gap over Cole, but no, Cole with a big run. Can he get there? No, he cannot. Slurp holds off Cole into turn 1. No other moves being made behind those two, as Honey Badger, DeMeo, Rowdy still all holding station for the moment. I don't expect that to last much longer. At some point, you got to say it's time to go. That battle for those last few points has kind of calmed down. Logan and Leafy still close to each other. Everyone else is pretty spread out. Four to go at the line for Slurp, who leads Cole by about 4 tenths. Make it 3 tenths, 2 tenths. Cole with the battery and the run will go to the inside for the lead, and will clear some before they even get to the corner. So Cole and Slurp swap the lead around again. And that probably won't be the last time. Will it turn out to be another Cole versus Slurp classic battle? We've seen it a few times this season and plenty of times in the past. They are 1-2 with less than 4 to go. Or can Honey Badger, DeMeo, and Rowdy find a way to get it done? DeMeo kind of struggling here through Sector 2, trying not to lose touch with those top 3. Honey Badger, a big run on Slurp there through that right-hander. Perhaps he senses it's time to go. Honey Badger looking for his first career win and his second career start. He won the pole for this race earlier today. Could first career pole turn into first career win? He has 3 laps to get it done. 3 to go in Hungary. Will Slurp have the move this time? Honey Badger might have the move on Slurp. Just does not have enough. But you're sensing these third, fourth, and fifth guys starting to get a little bit more impatient, as they know if they want any chance to win, they need to get these moves done on each other. But it's probably going to come down to the last lap. And advantage, ERS advantage, goes to Slurp. He has 85% compared to Cole has 40. Honey Badger has 40. DeMeo has 90 as well, and Rowdy has about 50. So Slurp and DeMeo, the 2 championship leaders, are the ones that have been most efficient with saving their battery. That will definitely come back and favor them as we get to the last couple of laps. Coming now to 2 laps to go. Will it be Cole? Will it be Slurp? Will it be Honey Badger? Will it be DeMeo? Will it be Rowdy? All these guys on severely worn tires. 20 laps these guys have gone on their hard tires. Make it 21 now. 2 laps to go. Slurp with the run. And to the inside he will go, and he will take the lead away from Cole. Cole trying to contest on the outside, but Slurp has him cleared, and Slurp takes the lead with 2 laps to go. Banjo has, I believe, a free pit stop, and he will use it to pit for some soft tires, potentially to go for a fastest lap attempt. Still, Slurp and Cole are the only 2 people to swap positions. Honey Badger, DeMeo, Rowdy still 3rd through 5th. They have been stationary throughout this whole last run. Cole now just a 10th back, but has a really rough chicane. Allows Slurp to get out to a 0.4 of a second lead now. Honey Badger starts to pressure the Mercedes. It'll be 1 lap to go out the line. It'll be one last chance with DRS for Cole. After that, it's going to be pretty difficult to get this move done. He has to close up here in the last couple of corners. He's still 4.5 tenths back. And Slurp has more battery than he does, significantly more battery. Here we go through the last corner. And Cole is 4 tenths back. White flag is in the air. 1 more lap around. It is Cole versus Slurp for the win. Cole with the DRS has the huge run. Not close enough into turn number 1. He has a second bite of the cherry, though, on the exit. Activating battery. Both of them are activating battery. Slurp still ahead by 4 tenths. Cole sends it in, but cannot get there. It'll be now just straight up pace for the last lap, as no more DRS will play a factor. Slurp leads by 3 tenths. They go through sector 2. Cole stretches the gap out on Honey Badger. It looks like it's Cole versus Slurp for the win. Cole has won twice this season. Slurp has won once. Will it be a 3rd win for the Mercedes? Will it be a 2nd for the Ferrari? 1 more sector to go to decide it. And Cole got a pretty good run there. It is now 2 tenths. Does Cole have a last-ditch effort in him? He closes up to the rear wing. Just a few corners left for Cole. Can he do what Slurp has done to him before? He's going to have to get a big run on this one. He's sideways. He's sideways off the corner and through the right-hander for the final time. And Honey Badger's going to contest Cole for 2nd. That means Slurp 74 will win in Hungary. There's contact on Honey Badger. Spins at the line after contact from Cole and will come home with a 5th place finish as there's a crash at start-finish. It'll be win number 2 this season for Slurp. He has won now 2 of the last 3 races. And will tighten that championship battle with DeMeo, who comes home 3rd. He benefits from that contact between the 2 battling in front of him to continue his podium streak. DeMeo yet to finish off the podium this entire season still. And Cole so close as Banjo steals fastest lap on the final lap of the race from DeMeo with a 1:16.2. And that means with the win and those 25 points, Slurp will be your championship leader by 2 points over DeMeo. That win, huge. And Cole comes up just short. And Leafy gets driver of the day. We'll go through the whole finishing order here in just a second when we see it. As podium celebration gets underway, Slurp a winner for the 2nd time in points races this season. He also won the exhibition race. And as they celebrate, we're going to look at the finishing order before we get Slurp in the party. Here is a look at it. Slurp wins by little over half a second. DeMeo comes home 3rd. Rowdy 4th in his 2nd race back. Honey Badger 1 pole. And with that wreck at the line, finishes 5th. Banjo gets fastest lap in the 6th place finish. Leafy 7th. Started 15th to 7th. That's a good drive for him. He definitely deserves driver of the day. Josh's teammate just behind him. Jake and Logan both score points. James as AI comes home 11th. JB 12th. Cheesy Man 13th, NASCAR Fan 14th, and Joey 15th. 13th through 15th did not finish the race. All right, let's see if we can get Slurp in here for a winner interview. Oh, I gotta enable the setting. All right, that should be able to talk now. Slurp, welcome back. Congrats on your second win of the season. How you feeling right now?
Thank you very much. Feeling very good, very good, very good. Uh, I did not expect to win at all today. I thought Cole would dominate, but he didn't, and I'm very happy with the win today.
So coming to, I mean, that basically the whole last run, you had a lot more battery than the guys around you. How were you able to save so efficiently?
I pretty much made sure not to use any at all until I passed Cole with I think two to go. That was the only time I used any, and then coming to the white flag, I just saved. And then I don't know what happened behind me. I think Cole was pushing too hard and got a little loose, but I broke out of the range after using full ERS and the straight on the final lap, and Cole wasn't able to get there.
Yep, that extra battery definitely paid off at the end. So with the win and DeMeo finishing third, you now take a 2-point lead in the championship for the first
Woo!
time this season. How does that make you feel?
Very happy. Very cool. Very good.
All
Very
right,
happy.
and we go to Baku next week. I don't think we've ever raced there in Formula Costco before, so that'll be a first for
Yeah.
everybody. How do you feel confidence-wise going into there?
Baku is one of my favorite tracks, personally. I think it'll be a chaotic race, but it should be a good one.
All right, well, Slurp won winner of the two of the last three races, and now your championship leader. Congrats on your win.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're going to sign off from Hungary. Thanks for joining me, guys. We will see you in Baku next week.